Hey YouTube, Hill Country Husker. Appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Just want to say thanks for that. Appreciate everybody that's subscribing. Really do appreciate all the comments. We're here learning together, and I do appreciate that, so keep it coming. Anyone that's paying attention to current events can understand that bad times are coming. Hell, for some, they may already be here. Thanks to our current administration and the government's fiscal policies that are going on. Now, I'm not going to be a doomsayer, and I'll let everyone make up their own mind about what's happening and about what's to come. I'm also not going to rant and rave about what I see wrong with this world. I mean, I think that's circumstantial, and everybody has their own opinion about it. Now, if you've watched my channel for very long, I think you have a pretty good idea about where I stand. So with that, I think it's time to maybe revert back to providing some helpful information and getting everyone to thinking again. I'm not saying that I won't pull off a rant every now and then, that I won't talk about some political or social or economic issues, but for now I want to get back to what my original intention of this channel was. Driving to work the other day, was thinking that anybody that was coming new upon the financial crisis and current events might have been a little bit freaked out had they not been paying attention and just started to. A lot going on, a lot of changes in the last several years, and I was thinking, well, things that are going on could really make people anxious. So what I want to title this video is "Don't Be Anxious, Be Prepared." Now, by that I don't mean just sit around and do nothing. Not that any here watching would ever consider laying around on the government dole, but get up, get engaged in the preparedness and prepper process. That's all I'm really saying. Don't put things off that need to be taken care of. I've talked about that before. Finish what you start. You got a project that's in the middle of. Finish it up. Tie up your loose ends. Here are some ideas. Here are some areas that I've identified as maybe need to be taken care of. Maybe some things that have been overlooked. I know I'm guilty from time to time, and I bet I'm not alone. So I hope by pointing these out, I'm able to jar someone in need into some type of action. First off and foremost, read your Bible and learn what our Father in heaven has to say. Learn what He has in store for His followers, and strengthen your personal walk with Christ, and learn what God has to say about being prepared, becoming self-efficient, and how to overcome obstacles and adversity. Now, while you're getting up to speed with that, get your home's medicine cabinet up to date. Check your prescriptions. You have anything expired over-the-counter medications, painkillers, etc. Have anything that needs to be replenished? What about your first aid? What about your first aid kit that you have around the house? What about the one that you're keeping in your vehicle? When's the last time you went to the dentist? Got your checkup? How about the doctor? You keeping up with your regular checkups there? If you have something that needs to be taken care of, get it taken care of now. Don't wait. Get all your prescriptions up to date. Get your eyeglasses up to date if needed. If you wear contacts, make sure you have enough solution, enough lenses, and don't forget to have a backup pair of glasses on hand. Around the house, organize your toolbox. Go through there, look and see what you have, look and see what needs to be replaced. Get them now so you have them in the future when you need it. Talking about your vehicles, get its service updated, get it current. If you do your own work, your own service on your vehicle, stock up on the oil, filters, and wiper blades, and everything that you need for that. Make sure you've got enough axle grease if you're packing your own wheel bearings. Make sure you've got all that stuff. Now, here's one that may sound obvious, and I feel kind of silly saying it, but I found this to be a fact. There's some people out there that don't even know how to change a tire on their car. I'm not kidding. I know a few. Some people don't even know where the jack and jack stand are located. There's some people, swear to God, don't even know if their vehicle has a spare tire or not. These days, with all the run flat tires, Not all vehicles have a spare. That's true. So find out. Don't be relying upon roadside service, AAA. If you're physically able, learn how to at least change your tire yourself. If you're physically able, get your ass in shape. Quit the unhealthy habits. Start eating a healthy diet. Take control and limit your alcohol consumption. If you got it, kick the tobacco habit. Develop your physical endurance. Condition your body to learn new muscle memory. If you're not sure what that is, Google it. Learn about it. Stay fit and healthy. Go for a walk, or better yet, put on a backpack and go for a hike in the country. You'll enjoy it. As far as your money, spend your money wisely. Keep an eye on what your spending habits are. Cut expenses where you can. Save where you can. Get rid of the unnecessary expenses. Do you really need to go out to lunch every day, or could you make your lunch at home and bring it with you? Just cut out the wasteful spending. You'll appreciate it if you really do. Do you really have to shop at those high-end stores? Can you get the same thing or a similar item at a cut rate, lower end store? You don't always have to shop at the mall. You can pick up the same thing at the low budget store. Learn to be frugal. If possible, get that credit card monkey off your back. It's always good advice to determine what your base spending for living expenses is per month. This is the necessary items, housing, food, necessary living expenses. I'm not talking about your trip to Starbucks or your cupcake of the month subscription. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about necessary living items. We've talked about this before, about having cash reserve on hand for emergencies. Heard on the news the other day that the experts had suggested 3 to 6 months. What's going on, they've revised that up to 9 to 12 months to have enough cash on hand to cover your living expenses. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but it can be achieved. You don't have to do it all at once. It's better to start setting aside something now than to not. If you want to learn about it, get on Google, get on the internet, and do what you have to do. Just do it. If you got some repairs around your house or on your automobile, and if you can do it yourself. Don't hire stuff like that out. Learn about being able to do that type of stuff. If you have to hire out to get the work done, try and find somebody that accepts cash payments. If at all possible, keep your business local. Support your local economy. See if you can do business with a local handyman or somebody else in need of the money that's out of work. That'll help everybody out in the long run. It's always wise to perform a personal risk assessment. You need to learn for yourself what you might be specifically at risk for. Be safe in all that you do. Avoid or mitigate the risk that you identified in your assessment. Of course, always recognize what the inherent risks are that you're going to face every day, and use caution. Along that line, just makes sense. Drive defensively. Watch out for other drivers. Watch out for pedestrians. Watch out for traffic conditions. Anticipate what others are going to do. If you're going to be traveling, plan out your route. Check traffic conditions, weather, possible road closures. Plan your trip and stick to it. As far as investing, invest in tangible items. Invest in everyday items that you use. Develop your own list of items that you think will be the first to disappear in the time of a crisis, and stock up on those and plan accordingly. It never hurts to learn new skills. Usable skills like metalworking, gardening, leatherwork, candle making. Start a small herb garden, something that you can use. Learn how to use a map and compass. Learn how to navigate just using the natural environment around you. It is possible. This list can go on and on and on. Develop your own, whatever you're interested in, and get after it. Oftentimes you can contact your local community college, and they will offer free courses in a lot of these type of things. So that's always good to take that up an hour or two, a couple nights in the evening, learn some new skills and meet some new people. Spend an evening or maybe one day this weekend learning about a local, state, national, or global issue. Take the time and get yourself informed. If necessary, get involved. Expand your knowledge base at every opportunity. Try to learn something new every day. Don't just limit yourself. Around your home, work with your family and review your home emergency plan. Make sure everybody knows what their role and responsibility are in the plan. Identify your rally points and their alternatives. If you don't have an emergency plan, you need to develop one. It's real simple. Sit down with your family and just go over it. This can be for various types of emergencies. You need to identify what you're most at risk for. And again, a lot of that will come out of your risk assessment that you've done before. Revise it as needed. Don't forget your get home plan and also your getaway plan. While you're at it, check your fire extinguishers. Make sure you've got enough. When you're looking at your fire extinguishers, you want to inspect the hose, look at the handle, the spray nozzle, the pressure gauge. If your needle's still pointing in the green, chances are your fire extinguisher is still good and doesn't need to be recharged or replaced. If it does need to be recharged or a handle or something needs to be looked at, check your local listings and find somebody that does fire extinguisher work, or you can pick up another one. Those small home units really don't cost that much. Anyway, you need to have a home emergency plan, so I strongly suggest everybody do that. Also, don't forget fire extinguishers in your vehicles. Those are some places that are oftentimes overlooked. You never know when you might need one when you're out traveling in transit from one place to the other, so don't forget your vehicles. Second in importance, I think, to getting in tune with God is to teach others what you know. Share your knowledge and your experience in your community through volunteering and giving of your time. It's always good to network with like-minded people where you live, just like what we're doing here on YouTube. I'll just say this, that knowledge not shared is eventually knowledge lost. So get out there and share what you know. Help others. Now, of course, this is not an exhaustive list. These are just some things I've been thinking about. Let me hear what you think we should add. Again, don't be anxious. Be prepared. Just my thoughts. Hill Country Husker. Thanks.